right, let's get started. How we doing, everybody? We're live. I'm trying to get so many things done before starting stream. Twitch, YouTube, Kick. How we doing? For this, let's go ahead and reduce my camera just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're back on Rust. Technically a day 4 stream for this. I've been playing it on and off a little bit for the last 20 or so days since we started. And I wanted to take today's opportunity to basically catch everybody up to date on all the things that I've been working on, which is not a lot, but I think there's enough to show some fun progress, things that I've learned. Let me get audio back up here so you can hear the water wheels behind me getting electricity. All right, I think we're good. Yep, YouTube looks good. Twitch, Kick, sweet. One thing, yoink. Yeah, I have a batch of biscuits that I just cooked up as well. Oh, I could share that with you. Boom. So this is my fresh baked drop biscuits, or scones in Europe. Did basically 425 Fahrenheit for 16 minutes. Let it cool for about a minute and a half in the oven as the oven cooled. I've been doing usually a 425, preheat the oven, and then when I put the biscuits in, I drop to 400, and would go about 18 minutes. So now I'm trying a little bit more crispy recipe, but there you go. And we'll be cooking those in the new apartment probably in 2 or 3 weeks if all goes well with some plans. We'll get some cooking streams going as well. So there you go, little preview of some biscuits. A preview. I'm sharing some of the biscuits. You can't eat them. They're mine. I can't share with the rest of the class. I'm sorry. I'm missing something here. There's my Kick activity. Oh, there it is. Activity feeds on the other monitor. Over on YouTube, Lanus, how you doing? It looked delicious. Thanks. Yeah, the story is for biscuits, drop biscuits specifically, is my grandmother on my mom's side used to make some that oh, we got a Karen coming in right towards us. My grandma used to make some when we would visit, and I was just a kid, so to me it's like, oh yeah, you just make biscuits, that's easy, but make them from scratch. I think about making them from a can, and yeah, she would get the flour out, get all the ingredients out and everything. Oh man, Karen's right above us. I'm not allowed to tell my biscuits story. Okay, so far Karen doesn't want us. Karen going to BB's. Going to BB. Oh, right, yeah, right directly to BB's. Run for your lives. Okay, so hopefully nobody's out there buying stuff, and so this is like a buyer's row over here of goods. Okay, I think we're okay for now. We'll keep an ear out. So my grandmother would make drop biscuits, like I said, and so I don't want to say like an urban myth or whatever was that she wouldn't share the recipe with anyone. I think just either everybody probably just didn't get to the point where they could get the recipe, get the info how she made them, and I similarly was kind of like, oh, I would love to know how to make that as a kid, so I don't know what it involves. Cut to all these years later, of course, and she's passed, rest in peace, she never left like the recipe with anybody, so I was like, you know what, okay, it's cool and all when some of our family members leave like a legacy item, like a recipe of a food or something, of whatever you make. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the encouragement myself. Whoops, and I'm gonna make my own biscuits. So I picked up a basic recipe. It's like 2 cups of flour, a cup of buttermilk, a what is it? 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt. Now, repeating it out loud, I can't remember between baking soda and baking powder. I got it written down, obviously. Oh, you know what? Oh, I got it on my phone. Let's be accurate when I'm saying this. Okay, so let's start over. So 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and then 1 cup of buttermilk. And like I said, I put it at 425 degrees in the oven. Today's recipe I did 16 minutes at 425. Other times I'll cook it at 400 after heating to 425. That start initial 425 gets kind of like a fun outer crisp, but the inside cooks real evenly. I wanted more crispy biscuits today, so I did the full 425. So there you go. Oh, that's interesting. Stream Elements bot is running on my YouTube. Learn how to customize the bot there. Lenus, are you able to see that message as well? From my Stream Elements bot. Magic. You're like powder, yeah. But I got baking soda and baking powder in the recipe of mine. My recipe. All right, I guess. Okay. Somebody's being a little naughty with their name, I think. PvE, so I'm not going to do anything with body, and I do say that the bridge is open for people to use. I guess not necessarily sleep. So let's start up here. Oops. If I could do it right. My chickens. No, I didn't leave chickens active. Chickens, I didn't leave any. We promoted them to the farm up the road. Because I didn't know like how long it would take me to get back here and play the game again, let alone the upkeep and everything like that. Speaking of Magic, there's your base over there. Magic has a nice little farm base over. We'll go over and check that out in a moment. I love the caged in area. But yeah, so this is the starting base on this that you guys saw me put together. The bridge, as I was learning more about how things are put together, I didn't get to upgrade everything to stone over there. I didn't realize you had to keep things connected on one tool cupboard TC. And initially I had a tool cupboard over here for the second building, but then it wouldn't let me connect in the middle because you have to have a 2 meter gap. I'm guessing that's what one block is 2 meters. I have to have a 2 meter gap in between tool cupboards, even if it's your own, apparently, unless I was doing something wrong. So I eliminated my own tool cupboard. Took me a little while, but I eliminated my own tool cupboard over here, and we just extended as part of this tool cupboard here. And out of respect for the players, I left a 4 meter by 4 meter, or 4 meter by 4.5 meter gap here for them to boat through, because as you can see, it does go out to water. So yeah, just wanted to share that part with you guys. And Lenus, you can see that message, Stream Elements. Okay, I'm always curious, like if some of that stuff is only visible to admins or if it's visible to public. But now that I'm able to earn revenue on YouTube as a partner, I can. My bot is starting to register some of the things that it could do that I couldn't do before. So there we go. So we learned a couple things I'll talk about out here. Magic helped us put a what's it called? Magic. Rust players will know. Airlock. Is that right? You're correct. The TCs require a gap even if they are yours or teammates. Yeah, see, I think they should be allowed to connect. That's because I'm thinking from a different point of view, I'm sure. Airlock, yeah, okay. So yeah, airlock, and then of course he painted the doors for me. And then we got a nice little switch there to auto close open and close the doors. And so I had initially, you guys saw me put, I believe, these lifts out here for vehicles, because I have one in the garage, but then I was doing quick change out stuff out here too. But apparently some griefers, looks like somebody else did too. Some griefers had come on to the server, and this garage door, this stuff wasn't here. They basically went up here. I had no windows, and they just got into my base here, and they started taking stuff. But an admin was already eyeballing them, and subsequently kicked them off. Got all my stuff back and everything. So my semi fallback was to just go ahead and make this a outdoor garage area. And then because of what Magic showed me with the cage, the chain link fence, sorry, I went ahead and did that there. So yeah, and then hindsight, I would have put a chain link door here too, just a quick in and out instead of waiting for the roll up doors. Doesn't mean people still can't get in. You know, people just stand on each other and hop over stuff. The point being though is they can. I guess players can access the controls, even if it's not their tool cupboard, and change the lock of a vehicle so they can also steal vehicles that way. And so if I don't have something to keep the vehicle from getting out, which is in this case a locking mechanism for the door, then yeah, they can't take my vehicle even if they change the lock on it. And then I would just change the lock back. Yeah. Linda's make it a toll bridge to charge for passenger. If it was my server, I'd do something like that. And if it was a popular river, right? 5 scrap to pass. Magic also put a fun little. Oh, well, there was. Oh, it's not armed. Somebody unarmed my. Can anybody access this Magic? Is that why it's At one point, you could put the code locks on the lifts. Oh, really? Why take that off? Man, if you're playing the PvP version, make it as difficult as possible for people to break into your stuff. So what's funny is, okay, so hold on a second. How did this disarm? Unless someone on our team did it. Anyways, the funny thing is my metal was still in here, so somebody could have taken it if they disarmed it. Anyways, what I'm trying to get at is I actually was working on smelting stuff, and I was in menu and doing stuff, and all of a sudden I heard the cans rattle. And sure enough, somebody was standing there, and I'm like, "Can I help you?" And they just kind of like hopped up and down and then left. So I'm like, "Okay." All right, put my other laptop on. Okay. Disabled by team or on occasion it can happen during the restart of the server. Gotcha. Oh, somebody got Karen. Okay, so let's go inside. It's just the early start of the day, so part of me is also delaying for the day to get to a brighter, the sun being up a little bit more. So if you guys had seen this, basically I'd moved all my storage into the garage portion here. Magic helped me get most of these changed. I do have skins for this type of box, but I don't have these others. And if I play enough, I am going to try to log in always to get like Twitch drops and stuff. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to drop any more money on the game for skins and stuff like that, unless I see something I really, really want. The game has been enjoyable enough that I don't mind that kind of cost. Oh. Also. Oh. I'm going to move this box. It's not a big deal, but I guess it's in the way of the recycler mod. It won't let the recycler mod get... Oh, I have to be in this tool. There we go. So now it'll let the recycler mod sit there. It's not a big deal, but you know, because we got it in the oops. If I could press the right buttons, there we go. Open. Yeah, so we got the recycler here. There. But yeah, with the box underneath, you couldn't do it. But then I was being told then you can replace the box. Yeah. There we go. No big whoop, just kind of fun. It's human nature always going to be that greedy person who likes to steal rather than earn. Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of funny, the story about it. Now, they couldn't really get to a lot of different things, but again, since it's PvE, it does kind of remind me, not that I'm asking for folks to break into my stuff, but it does, like, remind me that there are these moments like that where when griefers do come onto a server, this is an opportunity to find weak points. Yeah, see if people are opening and closing my shutters. See, actions to things like that should not be allowed for people that are not on your quote-unquote list, in my opinion. Roof over the garage. But yeah, so it's kind of fun that way. But if I'm really wanting to get into full-on PvP, I'll give it a go at some point. I'm sure I'm gonna try it at some point. I just don't. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to it because we did have one. I gotta still edit down the video for my first experience of PvP, of Rust at all, and then PvP. So I was doing crops in here because I had space inside the bridge, and this was kind of before I fully knew. Magic told me I could use his planting. There we go. I think, yeah, this is where the good crops. These were given to me up here, so they're all green and yield and grow. Is what I learned about these. Y for yield and G for grow. That's why I told you about my garage doors and the storage area of my builds. PvE will always have the occasional griefers. Exactly right. So we'll get to that in a moment. I gotta take you guys to two of my other bases. But yeah, so it came along pretty well. I got to learn, I think, really right off the back what works, what doesn't work. There's something wrong with the power on the refrigerators here. So Philo and Thea went ahead and removed the meats and stuff out of there. Again, no big deal because I wasn't able to come on as often as I wanted to. But Philo was able to do an automated system to refill my TC. And so that's something I'm going to probably learn before doing the next wipe, is how to do this automation stuff and build a base that cohesively puts things together. Because for me, building a base, I'm wanting to build a house, right? You know, so garage, workshop area, you know, disco and party room, right? Turn that off before the music starts because it'll probably be copyright music. Got flagged for that on one of the other videos. But yeah, so just a lot of fun, just doing something simple and basic and learning about the game, and doing all of this here. So I'm going to take you to two other bases I made. Oh, real quick, let's show Magic. I'm going to show him your place. Oh, really? You think so? Yeah. So that's what I did to your buddy. Okay. Do you only call one in? So far. Oh, nope. Here he is. I don't care. Call in more. Let's go. Let's go. Was it each fridge needs 10 volts? Right. Probably just need to set the branch to 20. Originally, I had set it to 10 for one fridge. Yeah, and I think that might have been it. I just, I didn't really follow through on the retracing everything. And obviously, again, I got busy and didn't get to come back to it. All right. Where's this fourth wolf? Did he go ahead and just take off? Oh, no, there he is. Uh-oh. Broke my weapon. Okay. So, old rules about 7 Days to Die and other games. Monitor the durability of your weapons and tools. All right. Anybody else? These are still up here too, by the way. I put these tool cupboards in initially for a guiding point to drive through the woods. Since then, I've chopped down a lot of trees. You know, the regrowth isn't like insane. You don't get a lot of wood back in the game, but there is regrowth. This tree wasn't there. That one there wasn't there. This is new. These down here are new. I've clear cut this before. So for anybody that's still kind of new to Rust, there is some tree regrowth. It's just not a lot, and it's not quick. It's not a quick turnaround, and you can't plant trees. So yeah. Before I go, let me go and cook this. There should be 3 fridges in the farm if you want to use those. Oh, I appreciate it. I'm good. It's just yeah, I don't know how much of this I'm going to be playing. The thing that I'm looking towards, and this is going to come down to if you guys are wanting me to do a lot more Rust, is now the next wipe. Next wipe, I want to start fresh. I'm going to keep to one base, but I am probably going to build something big. I want to do by the river again, but I also want to try to grab a train tracks by the river area if I can, and see what the server allows and doesn't allow for things like that. Spread that out a little bit. Crush. Why do I have horse dung in my inventory again? I think I picked it up on the way to one of the other bases. Alright, if you guys let me know, is there other uses for the skulls, or is that pretty much it? You just crush them for bone and do what I did. And there we go. I didn't get to put out the candles yet. Got those from Thea. Just put those away in there. Headgear is made from wolf skull. Oh, really? Okay. And Lanús, yeah, no more big bad wolf ×4, right? Yeah. I'm a lot more confident with the wolves now. If of course, if I have a gun versus crossbow and things like that. Oh, I did get the reload on the crossbow. Pressing the button is also kind of crappy. I think it could be much better. Oh, I don't know this item, so I can't repair it. Well, if only I had the scrap to be able to learn stuff. Is the Thompson on here? Is this it? Yeah. Okay. There. No big whoop. Linus also says you can make a trophy with the skulls, you think. Okay. Yeah, isn't is there like head trophies for all of them, right? I'm having to try to refresh my memory on the game from the past couple weeks. Oops, turn off. Okay, so we get fresh food. Don't need to have the gun out. May want to repair the crossbow while you're at it, and the knife. Not bad idea. Now watch, somebody's gonna sneak in while I do this. It's not really much to sneak in and take here anyways, but... I mean, there is, but there is. It's just... I hate to say, like, I'm not caring and worrying too much because of the, Uh-oh, I don't know the item. Alright. We'll make do. I'm not worrying as much because there's not a lot of investment from me in this currently. I've had fun with it, but I haven't been completely locked in. The vehicles are what's really locked me in. Why did I close the door? Do I have anything in here? Just take some random stuff out of my inventory. Not, I mean, I think that's from playing Valheim. I want the stuff out of my inventory so I don't, so I'm not overweight. But yeah. All right, and I think we're on a half tank of gas or low grade fuel. Yeah, planning to get up there, and I've got fuel up at the base. Couple of. Honestly, I did learn how to drive in the game. But yeah, so these TCs, they got 9 more days, which is more than needed. Yeah, there's some metal here, so. So similar to 7 Days to Die, though, I know I got a jackhammer, but I really just like using this pickaxe, the scrap one. See if there's, yep. Now the driving, it took me a while to get used to, because I keep thinking like visually. Where you at? Oh, hi, how you doing? You got up on my vehicle. Nice. A lot of wolves today. Where'd your buddy go? There he is. Okay. Yeah, I've been getting used to the sounds now when I hear like a sound of a critter like this being able to run up to me versus the boar and the bears and stuff like that. The cats in the jungle, though, like the tiger and the jaguar, I haven't fully gotten used to them yet. I kind of feel bad, though. The wolf was just sitting there napping. Alright, so where we're heading is my garage. That's on the thumbnail for today's stream. I'm not worried about sulfur. Is this sulfur? Okay. Ore and stone. Which I know there were some small nodes I could have just pressed E and picked up, but. So now this is my neighbor, and they've been really putting together like a little pyramid scheme. No. A little pyramid base. And now they got lights going and all sorts of fun stuff. Are they shining it on my base too? So a lot of wolves out today. Holy cow. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Maybe we are gonna lose our knife. All right, sorry. Try to keep track of everything. Try to stay on course. There's so much to watch out for while also talking through the game. Yeah, see, I can't imagine streaming this live on PvP. Like, do people actually do that? All right. Sorry, woof woof. All right, anyway, so this is my garage, unless we got any more wolves wanting to show up. I did the under construction sign, so you can't see it, but behind me is my tablet monitor. I have it unhooked now, prepping for this move. But I could take the game in windowed mode, move it over to the tablet monitor, and use my stylus to draw on it. So I was able to do this under construction sign. And that was pretty fun. So my initial plan, I was going to do a storefront here. I was going to put in a vending machine, and I was going to try to sell car parts. I was going to say, yeah, my neighbor's light does shine over here. So yeah, that was the initial plan, and yeah, this was going to be the office. Now that I've kind of done things for a little while, I see it like a bigger office is needed. If I'm also have like storage in there or whatever. So if I do a garage again, I'll probably, like a service garage, I'll probably actually make like a fun office I'll kind of learn a little bit more about what you do to set things up for that. But yep, I got lifts here. I kept one frame currently. Did I leave the fuel in? I did not. But yeah, I had recently taken a thing apart for that one. And then I was putting together a fun armored van. I've got an armored front. I just haven't switched it out yet. The downside about the space that I did is when you get the 4-module cars is that you can't get around them. So I have to duck under to get to the other side here. But yeah, so then I made a top side with a coated door, and then the room above the shop is up here with a TC. Upkeep time 68 hours. So what am I short on? Wood. Yeah, not. I'm not. Again, I'm not terribly worried about it. This was a learning experience game. So when I start working on the like a more long-term game. Oh, did I have an armored one here? Yeah. So I have some car parts up here. I have some downstairs just because of running out of space. Anyways, that was part of it. Was I was trying to provide a service where people can come in and get quick little vehicles for 300-400 scrap or something like that. I would fully fuel them, and then if they need the parts themselves, I would have the parts too. And I thought it'd be just kind of fun to run a little shop on the server, not knowing too much about the game, knowing what people are selling, aren't selling. If I'm able to pull off something like this the first week of wipe, new players can come in and have that opportunity. But after a while, after people are on the server for a while, nobody needs the vehicles. At least I don't. I haven't seen any need for it. So it's just kind of one of those as I learn how the economics of the game works as well. What are people willing to buy, sell, trade? But yeah, the two. This is a 3 module, but like the 2, like if you have 1, 2. Quick little ones like that. I was thinking like 300 or 400 scrap, and I would fully fuel it and see if people were into that. And I would just focus on leveling up my car part crafting ability. Philo and Thea have a tier 3 workbench, so I could do the high quality parts over there. So all the vehicles I'm using have the high quality plugs and pistons and valves and or no, that's valves, pistons, carburetor, right? Yeah, crankshaft. Okay. Yeah. So we set that up, and just up here, if you guys saw the other live sessions, was the abandoned supermarket. I really took to the abandoned supermarket early on in this game. Knowing that it itself has, the car lift, it became easy for me to come in here with some quick vehicles I picked up off the road, and I was able to do quick swap outs where I felt comfortable. Oh, somebody's got a. I'm just using this for scope. Somebody's got their. What's it called in this? A mini? But yeah, somebody's got their mini over there. The dome is the monument I've done the most, and I've enjoyed going over there. It's where I've gotten my diesel. I might try to see if there's a window to do the excavator today, in which case it's looking for availability here. Somebody else driving up. We got 29 players. I got the app. So yeah, we got 29 players on the server currently. It's a Saturday. But if we find the right window, I could probably do the excavator and show people that who haven't seen the excavator. I just want to make sure my ammo is up so I can get rid of the scientists there. Alright, put that on. Okay. Oh, I thought somebody else was pulling up. Alright, so yeah, abandoned supermarket so far have been my fun little tiny place to frequently come to, do scrap cycling and more. Players have been expanding on the server, so more shops have been going up at the corner stations here. We're going to go up north. Connect 4, nice. So we're going to be going up north. Philo and Thea have a north base up here. My base, yes, there's a death marker there. I can't remember. I think I starved to death in my base. I screwed up with the water elements being too cold, and then I starved to death or something. So we're going to do the drive up north. Yeah, we got plenty of fuel for it. But yeah, lots of players, lots of cool people, really nice people. Oops. Now a little bit of lag coming up here. I was saying this is BB's up here, like Merchant Row. Ooh, howdy. Lots to load in. BB's Bazaar and Lounge. Horse rehab, aw. So yeah, some pretty fun designs. I like the designs of stuff in this game. I still think it'll be great if they can expand a lot more of it. Speaking of expansion, that's an industrial part of that base. Wow. And they got all of them going. New small player there with the shop. Well, I say small. Might just be their little shop base. Alright, let's cut through the jungle. See if we get attacked by a jaguar on the way. Lag frees up a little bit now, but not as much. Little side note, I'm probably going to be switching which drive Rust is playing on later, because it takes like 15 minutes for me to get into the game. And everybody else is not having that kind of load time. So the allocation of storage, I think, is getting swapped out and not done right on my current drive. I'm saying that just kind of not 100% factually, but it's something like that. So if I move it over to one that has the speed and the availability to load everything up correctly. Oh yeah, this one has string lights across the road. Croc and Cat, free Harley. What? I can't read them fast enough. Yeah, look at all that. That's kind of fun. Now, I'm not setting up on a road or a railroad by river in the jungle, but it'll probably be either another winter base, which we're going to now, or a regular forest if I can. Surprised we haven't been shot at yet. Usually there's 2 or 3 of the like red orange scientists along the road here. Little trains. Now this is kind of how I've been getting a good chunk of car vehicle things. Is this road loads a lot of vehicles. Now sometimes what I'll do is they're in the middle of the road, so I'm trying to be the good Samaritan, and I'll put some temporary parts in it. 10 low fuel quantity, and just enough to basically drive it off the road. You could push them too, but there's something just kind of like role play factor about like driving them off the road and feeling good about clearing up the road and whatnot. And there's been some days where I've played where I've passed by 2 or 3 people coming the other direction. It's been pretty cool to see enough activity on the server that you see people. So yeah, we're out of the jungle now, and so we have to still take this winding road here. I initially wanted to set up something here, but of course, great minds think alike, and there's somebody that has a big base there. So no such luck for me there, but I found a fun little spot, I think, for the current winter base. And another hindsight is that I'm like 500 yards from a train track crossing for the river too, and I would have built it up there had I realized at the moment, because I was already committing to the spot I had picked. It's so funny trying to like, I thought that was a wolf. Trying to drive these cars with WASD on a keyboard. It's the one time I have kind of thought maybe it would be easier to drive with a controller. And if it wasn't for the lag spikes every now and then, I think I would like the idea of oh, we just passed Philo and Thea's little entry point there. And then there's a grand opening of a worm art museum. I'll have to we'll have to go check that out at some point here. I don't know what that means. What how do you do a worm art in the game, but yeah, we'll see. There we go. I knew we'd have at least one scientist shooting at us. Down here will be the blue ones instead of the red ones. Or orange. Okay, I don't know. Another one. Oops. Promise, I know how to drive. Yeah, here we go. Now, enter the vehicle inside the road. That had an armored front cab. We needed one, didn't we? I could make one. It's just more fun to take them off the abandoned cars. Now, at first, I thought that those were vehicles that players were actually abandoning and leaving on the side of the road. I didn't realize the game had spawned them in as well, so thought that was kind of cool. Okay, snowbound. Damn. Alright, well, I guess we're going to be repairing the car. Whew. Lag spikes. Somebody doing the deep sea, is it? Almost there. Wow. My base doesn't lag the game this much. It can't be my base. Weird lag, yeah. Other people are talking about it. I'm not touching the keyboard right now. Wow. I like that I'm almost to my base now. You can see it over there. And that's when we get this weird-ass lag. I want to show something, and the game's like, nah. This is crazy. Holy cow. What can you do, right? Oh man, somebody's in a mini. I'm trapped in a glass case of emotion. Oh. Oh. Like a storm? Does this game have lightning storms? Anybody able to chime in on chat? Galileo Figaro, Magnifico. No, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, let me go. So walking is reasonable, but driving is like freaking out. I mean, we're gonna be repairing the vehicle anyways, but like, is it because there's a storm coming in? Is there some sort of a? I don't think I have enough people watching my stream to know the answer here, but I'm just saying it out loud. Damn it. Let me close my door. Wow. PvP starts on 6/3 at 4 p.m. Force wipe starts, so June 4th will be the next wipe. So next week we'll start on fresh wipe day, I think. And again, mostly for the YouTube folks, please do combat. Yeah, combat down below. On the comment below to let me know your thoughts. Do you want me to play a lot more Rust? Do you want to see it? My second video for us doing this live, good grief, is over 1,000 views. So something hit the algorithm just right, and I appreciate everybody that checked that video out. A couple hundred views on the other two videos. But only a couple commentary pieces. So if you're hesitating posting a comment, please feel free to comment and let me know your thoughts if you want me to play some more Rust. We will definitely be getting back into more Valheim though too. So we'll be kind of mixing up some things like that. I can't go forward. It keeps rubber banding. Tin Man, I'm crawling out of the deep sea. So everybody mentions the deep sea. I haven't done that. I haven't seen it. I don't know what it's about. Whoops, I kicked my camera. I haven't seen it, haven't gone to it, but everybody talks about it every time we have like a big major lag spike. So like I don't get it. So if anybody in chat wants to comment also on that, what is the deep sea? Why does it lag a server? What's going on? But this partially is another reason why I didn't want to do more than a couple hours tonight of Rust. Basically wanted to kind of wrap up this play session, gauge out how a lot of you guys feel. PvE is probably boring for a lot of people. Rust players want to see some PvP action, and I get it. Oh, man. Give it her all she's got, Captain. Tin Man's boat demon has escaped the boat and is free to roam the server. I mean, is that part of this out here? There's a crate out here. So, yeah, is the deep sea part of the harbor, or is it just underwater lab? I mean, another harbor there. Yep, I don't get it. And every time I try to go forward, oh. Park the vehicle. There we go. Okay. All this time, all I want to do is just share with you guys on what I'm doing up here, you know. Where's that wood? Did we seriously just use all that wood for that other repair? Anyways, so finally, yeah, Ragic's Rubber Band Man, yeah. So Magic, you talk about this, right? Creating roll-up doors for the for your storage areas too that are coated. Yeah, and I got 3 days of upkeep time currently here. That was crazy though, that rubber banding. Alright. Repaired the vehicle. But yeah, so then bigger storage vehicle. I had just moved the engine to the second part of the module and this up front. And then I was thinking about doing a dual engine. You know, so the cab with an engine up front and this engine here. But it's just really nice to do the extra storage, and this is what I would want to do for the excavator if we got to get out to that. Freaker, lock and load, yeah. Magic says correct, and locks keep people out. Then I put the auto door openers on a switch to open them all up while I am at the base and close them when I log off. Oh, okay. Is that the heartbeat monitor? I haven't built one of those yet. And of course, I'm risking some thatch here. Nobody could get to it. It's surrounded by the stone here, but just kind of one of those things where I'm like, you know, if I don't do my upkeep, the first thing that's going to go is probably the thatch on the wear down. Door opener, okay. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to learn more about the automated stuff. But yeah, so I had fun. At first I thought this was the heater, because we're in the snow biome, right? And I was like, oh no, it's an electric furnace. You could smelt stuff in it. Okay. You know, put another storage box there. Prepping and was starting the idea of doing the rest of the storage up north here. So I was going to put another shelf in, and that way I would have four boxes of storage. If I really wanted to, I could have made like another 4 meters out. But this was all just more proof of concept stuff I was trying to do here. Comfort. Does this get me up to 100? Can't remember. I don't remember. There are a lot of things about this game I think are really neat, and I think really could use a lot of expansion. I'm going to say something I said about 7 Days to Die, which I also say about 7 Days to Die. I'd like to see what the next 5 years is going to do. Because, actually, what's... I'd like to see what the next 5 years is like, what you could do to expand and add to the game, really. All right, so I'll show you, like I said, did the fun little fence here. Now, again, people can hop up over, they can get on their vehicles or on top of each other and probably hop up over some of this. I don't know. It's a PvE server, but we're talking about griefers, so I think, you know, stuff like soft side, you know, learning about things like that. So there's that. I would still have to upgrade, but I was having trouble with it, getting up to it. But yep, then I thought, okay, so we'll build the home here, right? Home by the river, down by the river. And so yeah, it just made for a fun little scenic thing. And you can see over there the train track. That's what I was talking about earlier. That had I known, I would have built up 500 yards there by the train tracks, or not train. That's a road, or is it both? I can't remember. We'll go check it in a moment. But yeah, so this would have been fun to build like a home cabin kind of design, plenty of room for stuff. I would also put like the dance floor and things in here, and just have a good time with it. And yeah, I never finished all of the fencing. Again, there's not really much to the base, so I'm not really worried about stuff, you know. Part of the idea was to fence in an area too, so that I could smelt things without people getting into my stuff. So yeah, this was coming along pretty reasonably. It's almost done. Yeah, we could toss some more in there. Why not? Nothing going on. Just a storm in the distance. Okay. But yeah, so one windmill here, and this server has the admin test generator that you can purchase for 500 scrap, I think. And so, you know, depending on I think what you want to play on a PvE server is, yeah, you know, do I want to go ahead and make things like this? People are telling me the windmills lag the servers though, so that's the other thing. Is I don't want to necessarily contribute to the lag, if that's the case. But I really like the windmills. It's 150 power too. Crush these. And of course, the fireplace I've got out there, and the garage is. I started building in the garage, but the fireplace out here was where I was initially doing some of the stuff on this build on this property. Yeah, cook out here. So, anyways, there you go. That gives you guys an idea what I was putting together. Oh, force wipes. Oh. I like the snow. Ooh, we caught a lightning strike. Awesome. But yep, there we go. This is my winter base. Fun little, quaint little place. Gave me a chance to kind of experiment and test out some things here too. Yeah, what do I do to stay roughly warm and keep my health decent in this kind of environment? Just like Valheim, just like 7 Days to Die, part of me really yearns for the idea of doing winter Arctic bases. And I don't know if it's because I was born in Alaska. It could be it. But I like the idea of, you know, a cabin in the snowy woods type living. But then making a survival game, a defense game as well. So having tower-based defenses and whatnot. Now, Rust, with it being PvE, I don't have a lot of that going on because I don't want to break the server rules, you know, and I don't want to do things wrong here. Don't want to get in trouble and accidentally shoot another player. Oh, there we go. All right, so we'll do another hour here. We can drive back down south. And Philo Thea, I don't know if you guys are watching on the on Twitch there. I could do a quick little visual of their bases on the outside. I don't want to necessarily show inside unless they're comfortable. What else? Yeah, the excavator. I don't think we'll have time for that, but I think it would be fun to do that at some point. So I think that'll end up being part of next wipe. Now, force wipe on this server is wipe the character, wipe the world, so it will be all fresh starting out. So you don't get to keep your character's stats and everything. You got to start from scratch, which I personally like. If you're gonna do something once a month, I like to go ahead and start completely fresh. If it were something that were able to be long term, and I had my own personal server, then and the game itself had some more long term aspects of it, at least that I haven't seen any yet, that I would want to keep going. I would do like a more long term thing if I could. Next round, if there is enough high quality metal, I could show you a tower build to take on Karen. Ooh, okay. I like the sound of that magic. Yeah, so next Thursday is new wipe day, and we'll try to start like at a 7 p.m. start time, and we'll do similar what we did with this wipe, and we'll grab a spot. We'll get all the initial basics started up so that I think by Friday and Saturday streams, we'll probably try to find a way to, if people are wanting me to do Rust, we'll continue to build and expand from one base in particular for the next wipe. And then, yeah, if we get a chance to, like what Magic's suggesting, that'd be pretty cool to have a tower build. Yeah, I'll let you work on that, Magic, and then I'll come over and check it out or something. If you have time. We're all doing our IRL stuff, trying to work our jobs and get our hours in and and whatnot. All right, so to let you guys know too, I'm not done streaming for the day, though. I'm going to be jumping back over to Valheim. We were doing that Valheim game last night. So when I'm done with Rust here in about 50 minutes, we'll take a 15, 30-minute break, and then I'm going to start up Valheim. And we'll be back into the Saga mode game I was doing last night. Yeah, I'll be honest, it's pretty hard to pull me away from Valheim these days. I did 2 to 3 weeks without it, and I was chomping at the bit to play again. Philo and Thea were so sweet, so awesome. Yeah, we got to jump in and play last Sunday, and I was like, "Yep, I'm wanting to play again." Oh, that's the other thing is, I properly did the electricity here, so our food is upkeeping here. I even got some big cat meat. Love it. It's good to have variety. Yeah, I think so. I think the hard part as a streamer content creator is always wanting to do stuff that people want to see and stuff that I want to do and have that all cohesively work out. It doesn't always, but it is kind of nice when it does work out. Is this where the main comes in? Yeah. Or no. We're up to 80 power here. I'm trying to remember where the main power source is coming in. I ran it down the windmill. So in this case, I didn't do the whole what do you call it? I didn't do the like windmill down to a battery and into stuff. These need 5 each. Well, shoot. Yeah, I'm not sure where I started my power source. Oh, here we go. Wind turbine. Okay, so I started down to the splitter. Yeah, 10 to get to the lifts out there. Right. Okay. So ceiling light, and then I just daisy chained where I could. Yeah, pretty fun stuff. I'm loving the electrical. I'm loving the vehicles in this game. I really do think I think they were pretty awesome to have made it this. I don't want to say intricate. This stylized. I don't know. Okay, I'm pressing the wrong buttons because I'm thinking of Valheim and not this game. So how long do these storms go? I think this is the first time I've seen a storm in this game. Yep, the sun's going down. Was it shifted drag? That's a third. Did I? Sorry, I'm spacing out a little bit. Oh, okay. That's the way the boards are sticking out. I was like, did I put shutters on this? And did somebody open this one too? How much time is it going to take to finish this up? I haven't learned the timers on these. Truth be told, I didn't really learn them on 7 Days to Die either, so. Or Valheim, like how long all the furnaces and things take. And I don't know what it is, but I like doing this little star design on my windmills. It was just something kind of fun to do. Now, I have had frequent polar bears here. Ooh, there's some lightning. I did have some frequent polar bears coming through here. A couple different sessions. But yeah, again, I like the idea of doing something like this. So hopefully I could do something similar. All right, we're gonna run up the road real quick. I'd like the idea of doing something similar if I can on flatland near a road or train crossing at a river. Now, in that case, there will be natural terrain that's blocking the water, so I won't be blocking somebody's ability to boat through here. That'll be the game itself having this block. But yeah, so train tracks here. That's right. Yeah. But yeah, I like the idea of, if I can, maybe building something here. Question is actually, how close are you allowed to? Can't get too close to the tracks, right? But I can't go too high. So yeah, if it doesn't break the rules of the server, and I build something all in this corner of a railroad track or road crossing by a river, then I'll have fun with that next wipe, I think. And yeah, it'll either be winter snow biome or it'll be a forest standard biome. I don't want to do jungle. What's this door controller? Is this what you're talking about, Magic? Oh, man. Tweaked my back right before starting stream as well. That is where I normally build, since you are not blocking anything. And then correct. Yeah, it's the door controller. Okay. That's another thing I'll do between stream sessions. I gotta get a good stretch in today. I did a lot of walking this last week, and yeah, my back was freaking out about it. But body's just gonna have to deal with it. Now that I'm sleeping on a soft mattress instead of a firm mattress too, my lower back's freaking out while the rest of my body's like, haha, sucker. Because it's been the opposite for 6 years now. I've been to my firm mattress, and my lower back's been feeling great, but the rest of my body's been aching. It's so funny. All of that wouldn't be a big deal if I just keep doing some daily stretches and exercising properly. Okay, so what am I doing with the table? I needed something to stand on. To do. Or will it let me? It still won't let me. Dadgummit. Oh, but I don't have the wood, do I? Oops. Do it that way, I guess. I feel like I'm sneaking into my own base. It's hilarious. All that just to do that, so that some person doesn't do something to my base while I'm not really going to be doing much anyways. Oh, well. Oh, this is, this. There we go. Creepy sounds everywhere during the storm. I love it. So I had thought an admin got into this base and colored or skinned my doors and everything. So there was a whole bunch of door skins on these, different kind of whatever. Occasionally, I guess there's a glitch where your doors will just turn into some of the skins, but it's a visual glitch that other players can't see. And then if you log out, log back in, or if we leave the chunk and come back, it'll get rid of them and move them back to what they are. So Magic, I have a 2 foot wide wide board that goes across my box spring under my mattress to add support for my mid to lower back, leaving the rest of the mattress normal. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was considering, but I'm backing away from it. I was gonna get a new mattress for the apartment, kind of all encompassing, but it's like, I don't need to drop that kind of money because then I'll have another monthly bill for a while buying that. And so the mattress that I'm using now is from what I had in Seattle. But because I didn't know when I was going to get my stuff from Seattle and I needed a bed, I went ahead and bought a firm mattress here in Atlanta. And that way it was also easy for, the mattress company to have people deliver it to me. And yeah, so that was one of those situations where then when I got my stuff from Seattle, I'm like, well, crap. So I've had 6 years of a mattress and box sitting in my bedroom off to the side, just leaning up against one of the extra walls. And so now, yeah, all these years later, when I was saying, what, I got to go ahead and try to go back to the regular mattress, and I got one, so I switched it, and my sleep has been much better. But yeah, like I said, my lower back is freaking out. So the whole reason I had also built this door like this instead of putting it here is because my silly butt had put a chain link fence here. Had I known what design I was going to do with this little cabin out here, I would have done that different. But it kind of makes a neat little nook entry, right? I mean, it's kind of fun. But so here's a question for the PvP aspects of this. This is obviously soft side wood. Could I have flipped this? Yeah, I can't now. Well, I can if I upgrade it to sheet metal, and it'll give me a moment to flip it after that upgrade, right? I'm not going to, but yeah, since this is exposed soft side, so this would be a way that if somebody got up over my fence, they could then go to here and chip away at this, if it were a PvP server. Looks like you need a fire. You're losing health. Oh, that's how I died out here before. Oh, and that reminds me. So again, I thought that this was the heater. It's not. Have I learned how to make the heater? If not, I have to go back down south. Industrial crafter. Okay, doesn't look like I have. But yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Is that cabin was gonna have heaters in it, and how far do you know how far out they heat you? Oh, you could not flip floors, really? Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah. Well, damn, that's a constant vulnerability. Then, if people build like that. But I guess then what do you do above? Above, you don't make a room that people can get into to make that vulnerable in the first place, right? Now, in this case, again, I'm trying to make a cabin, and not necessarily an actual like base for PvP per se. Oh God, different game. So if I do full wall, like here and here, and again, I don't mind if I did this right or wrong. I don't know. How much wood do I have left? Not enough to upgrade. But yeah, so basically, it's not a big deal. I don't need to even upgrade it. We could talk about it. So if that's the vulnerable part, then I just do that to cover it, right? Just a couple blocks for the heat. So the heaters only heat just a couple blocks away, like as in the 2 meter by 2 meter one, and then two. So I'd have to have a lot of heaters here. Correct? Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think though? I mean as I play this, as I get to know it, I'm still new, so my thoughts are being built off of not having full knowledge of the entire game itself. But to me, it almost seems like the developers could actually make a PvE version of the game, and server owners can opt into, is their server going to be standard PvP? Is their server going to be a PvE option? And by doing that, you could separate the player base a little bit, but the PvE one would have settings to cater towards PvE, right? It would help server admins moderate griefers a little bit better. Because I mean, on a PvP server, who cares? If somebody's breaking into your base, it's your fault for not, not defending your base or not building your base in a defensive, better way. I'll even say it that way. But yeah, I just to me, that's my thoughts. Is if they were actually to make a PvE version, you could then add to it a little bit more. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think like people would care about the DLCs, the decorative DLCs on PvP anymore if they would have it more on PvE? There are mods for server owners to set items and areas to PvP or PvE only. Gotcha. Which I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think that's what the server owners are doing for Rusty Spoons here. They announced in their Discord that they're going to be doing Rusty Sporks, a light PvP experience. And I don't know what makes it light, but I'm thinking it's similar to what you set up for 7 Days to Die Magic, with PvP zones. Is probably what's going to happen. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that might entail. But yeah, that was the other thing, is I was gonna unlock and make the coat. Oh, I think I did unlock it. I just the snow jacket. Need one sewing kit. A workbench level 1 required. I swear the distance you have to be to the workbench stuff is kind of driving me nuts. Gotta be honest. Oh man. All right. It's definitely gonna be some ibuprofen when I do the Valheim stream later. I must have caught my back just right. Okay. Oh, and it says we're wet? What? Alright, so this is better comfort in front of a fireplace instead of that smelter. Okay. %75% comfort here, but we don't have that bearskin rug above our heads. Alright. So again, there's a lot of possibilities with Rust. I'm enjoying it. I think there's so much more you could do with it, though. Snow jacket and beanie would make you warm enough not to lose health. You could also take off the chest armor, as it has a cold factor to it if you look at the stats on it. I think Philo or Theo was telling me that. Yeah, because, yeah, you helped paint this for me. Yeah, negative cold. Yeah, gotta love it. Okay. But yeah, yeah, in addition to that, like the, oh, that's what it was. So, if I have the jacket on, I can't wear the armor? Okay. Interesting. Something in my river outside. Okay. Correct. It replaces the shirt and the chest armor slots. Very interesting. Okay. But at the same time, are there things about this jacket that are a limitation? Well, obviously the armor. I can't do the armor, but huh. Oops. Oops. Greg, we keep hearing you say oops all the time. So these aren't polar bears. Did we switch from polar bear to regular bear activity? Pretty cool. Nature. I love it. All right, so is it possible that that storm also caused a big lag? I mean, was that storm all over the whole server? I just realized there's also something else I didn't upgrade. Damn. The roof is still thatch. But there's nothing in there, so if somebody's gonna break in, like you're doing it out of being a goober anyways on a PvE server. Alright, well. Sun's coming up. What time is it? If you wear the snow jacket in warm area, you will overheat and lose health from the heat. That it forces you to pay attention to environmental settings. I like that. That is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that I like the idea of keeping track of stuff like that. All right, so with this vehicle, I think I was initially trying to, not all of this, but some stuff. I was trying to keep like fuel, a couple fuses in for, obviously I got up to 5 fuses. That's pretty cool. And that one stack. But I was trying to keep stuff in this vehicle so that when I go and do monuments, I would have a vehicle for storing items and plenty of fuel to do stuff. And before this, I also had like the metal and repair items in here too. So I could go ahead and put some of that back in. I think I've cut the trees near here so they haven't grown back. Oh. I'm such a space cadet, and we got one more stream to do after this one. Alright. We're all secure here. Yeah, back door's closed. You could free up a spot if you want to use the tool slot on the tool cupboard. What do you mean? For what? Blueprint, wire tool in the inventory. Oh, well, I mean, I'm going back and forth. But you're right. So hindsight, if I do multiple bases, it doesn't take much. I can just go ahead and make extra ones and keep them in here. It's keeping the thought in my mind that if I need those tools for what I'm working on at the base, that's where I go and get them versus having them on me at all times. Yeah. More stuff to work on for efficiency down the road. Let me check Discord real quick. Okay, sorry if I load the if you guys are reading. The hard part is I can't also check Discord all the time when I'm multitasking all this other stuff, and the server lag I think distracted me from seeing your guys' message, but I appreciate it. But that's good to know. Damn, okay, but I missed out on the worm art museum. Damn. I, oops, Discord's blocking. Rest of stream. There we go. Because of limited inventory, I always use and place the tools at the tool cupboard at every base. Gotcha. Yeah, and that's what I have to remind myself again, because, like, how often am I going to be building stuff in a PvE server outside of my base area? Now, there might be examples, and you guys feel free to mention them. There might end up being examples of when I will need to use tools on the run. But yeah, I think there's not necessarily a need for me right at the moment. I do the same thing though. 7 days to die, Valheim. I'm running around in Valheim with my cultivator all the time, and there's no need to have that when I'm going to fight Elder and Bone Mass and stuff. And I try to remind myself that's another reason to build a item stand, like in the garden. Put the garden tools away. Now the garden hoe in Valheim, at least, if you need to flatten out land in an area for stuff you are doing elsewhere, that's where it becomes handy having that at all times. It's not that hard to build a new one though either. Vasty, oh my goodness. Hey, GG2, and I'm sorry, I thought you were Lanús. I did read off your headdress message earlier. Oh, sorry, multitasking. God, I suck at it. Appreciate seeing you again, man. So yeah, so there's a worm farm thing here, and then Philo and Thea's base is their northern base is over here. Magic. Unlike the wire and water tools, the hammer and blueprint are just made of wood, which you could find most everywhere. Yeah, good point. Okay, grand opening. Admission, Coop 2000 scrap, everyone else free. Water pistols not allowed. Kimmy's Wonderful Worm Emporium. Oh, pew pew pew. Oh. Now is that part of the original design? Okay, I'll have to talk to Kimmy and see if this is being done on a mouse and signs are on the mouse, or if it's done on the a stylus and drawing keyboard, or not keyboard, monitor like me. These are nice. Gummy worm. Sold. Oh my goodness, somebody bought it. Okay. Oh, and there's these kind of lights too. Free pedigree worm with purchase. Pedigree paperwork included. Aw. I love the design in here too. This is definitely like art museum design. Wow. Okay, so but like, are we able to craft these kind of frames and things to draw on, or is this also DLC content? Modern worm. Worm. Oh, look at this. You could buy or make the frames. Oh, okay. Priceless. Ramona Lisa. Love it. Worm with a pearl earring. Love it. Kimmy Worms. McDonald's. Self-portrait. Aw. These are great. And then, yeah, then up top. Oh, aw. I think about worms all day. This is awesome. I'm sorry. Like, somebody could take this kind of theme and just go crazy with it. I love it. Where's this? A10. AD10. Yeah, AD10. Yep. Kimmy, congrats. This is so fun. Please remove your pants. Okay, I didn't follow that rule. Sorry. Okay, so maybe we'll try to do something ourselves too. Next wipe. Yeah, we'll have fun too. I'll try to work on something. Grab a costume from the pants box. What? All right. All right, we'll follow the rules. Pants are off. The Adobe Looks DLC. Okay, maybe I'll buy that texturing because I do like the brick Adobe look, or this right here, and then the brick too. Wow. Okay, this is a really fun idea. I love this. And then what's this ramp? This looks different too. Cannot wear the outfit in the car unless they change that. Oh, no worries. I'm making it a museum experience outfit. Over on YouTube, where do you find servers? All the servers I play die after day one. I'm going to be honest. This was the very first PvE server I ever tried. I started like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago for the game itself. And yeah, it's this is something else. But yeah, this is the Rusty Spoons server, and on average, they tend to have 30 plus people on at all times. Night times during the weekdays, probably down to like 12 people, 15 people. And it's a very friendly server. Admins are here, so they take care of griefers real quick. Yeah, this is amazing. And then yeah, creative, and it fits aesthetically with the creative groups I like to hang out with in 7 Days to Die servers as well. So I love the fact that we found something like this. But I got lucky. Basically, it was the first one on the list I wanted to try. At the time I was trying it out, there were about 30 people, and it was the last week before the wipe to come into this wipe. And so I was like, wow, okay, 30 people, so there'll be some people I can probably ask questions on, and sure enough, there were, right as soon as I got there. One of the admins or the helpers right away showed me the ropes stuff. Problem was is they gave me stuff, so I didn't learn things fully that initial playthrough. But then when they wiped, I was like, okay, let me try to do things from scratch myself so I can learn the game. But yeah. Yeah, see, this person's talking about can't wait to try out the Rusty Sporks. I'll probably give that a go too. I want to see what they're going to do with that. Rusty Sporks, we just mentioned earlier, is going to be their next server, which is going to be a PvP light. So I'm guessing there's going to be PvP zones, but they got a Discord to be able to talk and discuss these things. So, yeah. Oh well, thanks so much. Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, it's a pretty friendly server. I myself am mostly a solo player. I got my usual group that I connect with here, and we're talking to them on Twitch right now too. So, yeah, we have fun when we do collaborative stuff together. But I'd say in the future, if I were to play this enough and want to get like a full on group thing going, it'd be pretty fun to do. But I don't know. We'll probably give PvP a go again at some point. I think I gotta wait till after the summer though. Like a full PvP server. So Magic, you say that's a upgraded ramp to high quality? Okay, yes. Sorry, the outfit. Okay, so high quality. So the ramp stays wood looking, but this is high quality. Okay, so a lot harder to destroy. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Easy. So yeah, someone's asking if anybody's at AD10. I'm here. I think I really like this one. Yeah, look into the sky, skydiving showing coming. What? Oh god, that scared me for a moment. Because I'm new to the game, so it's like he's not gonna actually shoot at me, is he? Oh. Oh no, the mini. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, all that ammo. Uh-oh. Oh, that was admin. Don't go into the power lines. Stay away from the power lines. Don't final destination this. Look at that. Love it. Crazy. All right. Pretty cool stuff. Magic, you had stepped out for the rest, or what did you miss? Ren here had came in on on his mini, and then subsequently jumped out of the mini. It fell and exploded over there, and then did a aerial show, parachuting, shot into the sky, and had all sorts of fun. And then actually made the landing over here. One of the admins joined in for a brief moment, so he saw a flying person next to the area. Oh, Neon did, not Ren. I thought it was Ren. Okay. Okay. A couple minutes here before we're closing out stream. Oh, and I could technically show you guys real quick. Philoenthea's north base is up here somewhere. Where's the actual sign and marker? It's supposed to be like gravel road. There's one of the signs up there. And then we turn right. Ah! Okay, buddy. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. I took out the healing, didn't I? There it is. Not that it's needed too much, but... Okay. right. So again, don't necessarily want to show the interior too much without permission. But they got this really magnificent view for their base up here. Look at that canyon view, half jungle, half forest up here. So they do get tiger attacks. I don't know, Philo, Thea, are you guys listening in? All the time. Can I show the tiger entry? So many tigers. I can show the tiger porch? Okay. So imagine. I'll try to do it like you did, Thea. Imagine you're running away from a vicious tiger chasing after you from the jungles over here. Hark! A cabin ahead. Maybe they'll have a safe place that I could go. All right, here we go. Let's go into the Sulky's safety porch. Food and water in crates. No tigers allowed. Okay. Woo! I love it. So yeah, there's a close the door thing if you need to. Today we die by. What is that? Yep, tiger. And then there's like more tiger, wolf pack. Yeah. Good times. Yeah. Safety porch, no tigers allowed. But yeah, gives you a chance to then do that, and then if you need to. Oh wait, that's the closed door. Uh-oh. Alright. I messed up the buttons, I'm sorry. Fun little sparks. Oh wait, I could just go up and press E, right? Yeah. There we go. But yeah, so they made a fun little retreat moment if players nearby needed a quick escape. They got their garages as well. Horses, chickens, all sorts of neat stuff. But yeah, my biggest thing too is just the view. I love this view of this little canyon here. Canyon, right? Is that the gorge? What makes the difference between the names there? Oh, so Philo says our arrival at that location was early evening, and we got stalked by a tiger. Our first tiger sighting was made that impression, and I love stuff like that because it's like what leads you to decide what you do and what you put together in a game, and thematically could dictate what you do and how you do things. So yep, there you go. This is their northern base, and part of it was you guys were trying to help somebody get a horse, right? That's why you ended up moving up north here, because there's stables and stuff, or something even further north from here. Yeah, more stuff about the game that I still haven't fully learned about. Yep, delivering a horse to another player. Yeah. But see, that's the stuff I love. I love the cause and effect of situations like that in a game that is full of other players that you're playing with all around the world, you know? I love it. Okay. All right, see if I can go the right way to get out. Sort of. All right, not 100%, but yeah. We'll take the car to the garage and we'll log out there. Okay, so once we close out, I'll be back at about 6:30 Eastern Daylight Time. That's in 25 minutes. If you want to align your clocks, we'll be back with Valheim. I think what would be a lot easier for me to stream this more is just, again, starting fresh when I don't have like a lot of day job overtime work I'm doing. That's really what's just kind of makes it hard for me to get any kind of consistency going these days with streaming and content creation. Is work's more important. It pays for the bills, pays for the new apartment I'm getting. So obviously I need to be responsible. But we'll see what the future holds for all of that, as far as like scheduling and plans and everything. See if we get shot at a couple times too again on our way back. What I love is, as much as I feel like I'm a creative person, what I love is like you see people with so much more, I feel, creativity than me. They put the time, the dedication into it. That museum is just wonderful. It makes me want to do that. So props to Kimmy. I don't know if I've seen that player in the chat before or not, but I enjoyed it. Eek. Okay. I know how to drive, honestly. Hey, have you seen... Okay, fine. I feel bad. I did hit a deer once in the game, and it's like, it's a video game, but I still feel bad. I didn't feel bad about the scientist I ran over, though, because he was shooting at me. So yeah, so gather your thoughts, post in the comments below, let me know for YouTube, or message me on social media if you want, on Threads or on X, what you would like to see me try to tackle with Rust. Next wipe, I'm definitely hitting up all the monuments if I can. We will definitely progress that far, and I'll maintain one base in that next wipe. As a reminder, that is next Thursday, I believe. Wednesday will be a PvP experience. I don't know if I'm going to try to do that. I don't think I will. It just doesn't interest me. Not right now, at least. What might interest me is their PvP Lite. Their PvP Lite server might interest me to do some PvP. We'll see. Alright. See, I told you we'd get shot at least once. Okay, here comes the lag spike. See, this is where I don't hold down the forward drive button. Okay, where? All right. I could have fun with the desert build next wipe. Nah. Oh, Magic, you were also talking about that I could overheat. Now we're in the desert here, but we're just cutting through it because that corner is desert. Oops. So we drove all the way down here. to my garage. And oh yeah, see, this is the glitch right here. Is that doorway's got a painted thing. I didn't paint it. It doesn't take long. It doesn't. I do like even running on the map doesn't feel as long to me when it really comes down to it. But that's me. That's my patience versus impatience when playing a game like this. All right, and there we go. All right, so there we go. That's where I got with this the current wipe of Rust PvE server, Rusty Spoon server. I highly recommend it if you guys like a casual PvE experience. Pretty nice people here, to be quite honest. And if I do continue to play PvE, it's got to be on this server for now. So we'll, at the very least, with Rust streams, I will be back next Thursday to play this server on its new wipe day, and we'll try to get like a little theme thing going as well for the next round of streams for Rust. But in the meantime, we're going to close out this stream, and I'm going to come back, like I said, in about 20 minutes here, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, to go back to our Saga game of Valheim. So we'll be back then shortly. I'm going to get a little stretch, I'm going to get some food, and we'll go from there. And Magic, you're saying you run almost everywhere. You seldom use vehicles unless you get a ride with someone. I love the vehicles in this game, though. But I don't blame you. Just FYI, wipe is usually 2 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, I'm going to have to work until that evening. So 7 p.m. stream time will be about 5 hours delayed from everybody else starting the wipe, I'm sure. Unless oh, wait. Here's the other... There's gonna be another reason to delay stream. Masters of the Universe is out next Thursday. I got a 4 p.m. showing. I might be back in time for 7 o'clock, but if it's delayed to like 7:30, that's the reason why. So just a fair warning there that Thursday stream could be delayed a little bit because of that. But yeah, I'm going to see the premiere day of Masters of the Universe. I'm so looking forward to that movie. But Magic, thanks for reminding me about that. If anything, we'll have to get started after I'm off work and I get out of the movie. So thanks again, everybody, for stopping on by for Rust. Don't forget, one more friendly reminder. If you're on YouTube, please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts, what you would like to see me try out with Rust. Some people were suggesting some mods. Some people were suggesting some other things. So please do post that. Believe me, I want all the comments. Doesn't mean I'll do everything, but means it gives me an idea of what you guys are wanting to see. So super appreciated on the commentary that is posted after we're done with the streams. We'll see you guys in about 15 or so minutes. Thanks so much, and until the next adventure, bye-bye. Eek.